Hello, and welcome back to the Dispatch. I'm QueeQuey, and we'll be covering the week of March 7th. In the news, we have Testco.tf coming to RGL, a tournament this weekend, Faceit Pubs, and an upcoming weekend stream from RGL. Testco.tf is a map testing group that's been around for a while and has molded maps currently in the rotation, such as Clearcut and Villa. Tesco is currently looking for more players to test maps, namely players from main up to invite. Tesco does both 6s as well as Highlander, with recent tests being on Koth Drainpipe, PL Vigil, and PL Raos. Tesco is also international, so you don't have to be in North America to participate. If you're interested in testing maps and helping map creators to put out more quality maps, the link will be in the description. Locked and Loaded 2 is happening today and tomorrow. It's a European 6v6 tournament using the E2F2L whitelist. They'll be using a Swiss system and single elimination for the playoff structure. A link for more information will also be in the description. Faceit is launching their new community pubs, which will be a similar experience to those had in other servers such as Uncletopia. There are no random crits, no random bullet spread, a third-party anti-cheat system, and even prizes. The closed beta is running from March 12th to March 20th. You again can find more information in the description. Lastly, on March 19th and 20th, RGL is going to have a 2-day stream hosted by Dolphin. There are going to be events such as Q&As with the different departments of RGL, pugs, casts, playoff discussions, and more. So be sure to tune in to the stream this upcoming weekend. Now to the results this week in Invite 6s. We have Rebirth and Global Clan Fire swapping positions again, due to their matches this week, as well as a match between the two where Rebirth took the victory. There are quite a few matches to be played still, due to the nature of Invite 6s, but we're about to be in the last week of the season. There are quite a few outcomes left, with recent matches such as Witness Gaming upsetting Global Clan Ice, and Rebirth in turn having an explosive match against them, taking 5 rounds in less than 20 minutes on the RGL stream. So let's think about those outcomes in regards to making playoffs. It is currently impossible for Froyotech to drop out of playoff positioning, even if they forfeit or lose the rest of their games. Global Clan Ice has 3 matches left with Rebirth, HR Team, and Global Clan Fire. It is possible, however extremely unlikely, for them to drop out of playoffs, which would require them to lose all 3 of their upcoming matches. Mal is in a more tense position where they have 1 match left against Froyotech, 1 against Rebirth where they won 5-4 last time, and 1 against the Nest. Rebirth in turn has matches against Global Clan Ice, the Nest, HR Team, Froyotech, and Quad Damage, for a total of 5 matches left to be played. Outside of those currently in playoff positions, Witness Gaming has matches against the Nest, Mal, and HR Team, while Global Clan Fire has matches against Froyotech, Quad Damage, and Global Clan Ice. It is possible for any of the top 6 to make playoffs, so it should be quite an exciting week as players try as hard as they can to make it in. Then in Advanced, iBuyWinmar and the Portland Burnsiders climb their way back into playoff positioning after their wins this week, placing 5th and 7th respectively. Goblin Zone drops down to 8th, while Blank Esports drops out of playoff positioning at 10th. Just like Invite, this upcoming week is going to be important for a lot of teams and will determine who's going to make playoffs. Cat Posse and Colon Slash can either take first place this week depending on how their matches go. Cat Posse has a 5% win percentage lead at the moment, so it is possible for Colon Slash to take first by win percentage as well. Georadix, TSM, and iBuyWinmar are all in positions to take 3rd place, while Gaming, the Portland Burnsiders, and Goblin Zone could potentially take 4th. Dynasty, Blank Esports, and Feetpix have the opportunity to climb up to 5th, while St. Jude's and Monkeys at Mid will have to win both of their games this week to have a shot at making playoffs. Onto the Highlander side of RGL, there have been quite a few roster changes as we head into the last week, with teams picking up subs or shuffling around their roster, such as MCM and Menace to Society. Fat Peter and Menace to Society swap places again. While there's not much movement this week, this upcoming week is extremely important for both teams. Hood Naruto is guaranteed to stay in first place for playoffs. Not only do they have a 4-point lead, but they have a bye week this week, making the gap even larger. Menace to Society and Fat Peter could take over 2nd place if Man Crush Monday loses, and they win 3-0 on Steel against the other. Either of the two could also lose their playoff position, depending on the match between Freezer and the Dojo. So be sure to keep an eye out on those matches this week. Then, in Challenger, RGL Profits and Yi Yi swap positions as Yi Yi lose their first game of the season against DCMC. That being said, Yi Yi has a bye week this week, which could place them back into first if RGL Profits doesn't get at least 2 points on their upcoming Steel match with Break the Meta. DCMC could also take second if they get 3 match points in their game with Tunatards. It is impossible for them to take first, however. For the remaining 3 teams, it's also impossible for them to break into playoffs, and instead will all be playing for higher placements this upcoming week. Thanks for tuning into this episode of The Dispatch. Leave a comment about who you think will make playoffs, and subscribe for more community and league coverage.